Welcome to CTV News, Your Canada. It's Wednesday, December 3rd. We'll bring you profiles of fascinating Canadians and stories about your community. Thanks for watching.
So important for the young people to not just be in the classroom, sitting at a desk, staring at paper all the time, but for them to actually get to be involved with real people and see the real life implications.
It's just a joy to be able to see how much you appreciated what we've done.
Students from Heritage Christian Academy in Barrie have spent the past several weeks making and preparing personalized Christmas cards for local veterans. This morning, leaders from the Barrie Legion stopped by the school to thank the kids in person.
A feeling of joy in my heart to know that you thought of us and are thankful for what our sacrifices have been.
If it weren't for them, that this country might not be as free.
I think this is a great way to show thankfulness, to show remembrance, and to show kindness to them for their service.
In all, more than 100 cards were made and given to the Legion, many of them on display this afternoon at the local branch.
Yes, they're special notes, and they're individual notes written by those kids. I think a teacher must have done a really good job to keep current the remembrance that we have today.
I enjoyed it because I enjoy sending love to the veterans and telling them how much it means to us.
Now, those Christmas cards were presented to the Legion and its members at a special holiday dinner just last week. They will remain on display here at the Legion in Barrie for the remainder of the week. Rob Cooper, CTV News, Barrie.
Saturday starts with a promise that if you wait, you'll be rewarded. But those samosas people crave will likely cost time, even if there are two samosa stands side by side. Tell me your strategy.
Just wait in line. Just wait your turn.
For many in Fredericton, samosas are a Saturday ritual. Some swear by the older stand. Samosa Delight started 35 years ago.
I get the hot beef, hot chicken, hot vegetable.
But experts' opinions differ. Yummy Samosas has a lot of fans.
We like these ones better because they're crispier.
Some days this is a long line, some days that one's short. Another day, that one's long, this one's short.
There's mere meters between them, but many have never dared to venture over.
This is the only samosa stand that I go to. I don't go to the other one.
Have you had the other one before?
No, honestly, no.
$9, please.
Both businesses are owned by families who immigrated to Canada and bought the companies from the previous owners.
I keep the recipe from the previous owner. I don't change it.
A recipe for success that's working here and next door as they expand selling their samosas in more stores.
It's just a really delicious samosas. Everybody loves it. And we have so many varieties around. We have about 32 varieties.
Despite any rivalry, don't expect any trash talk.
Some people, they prefer my samosa. Some people, they prefer their samosa.
The focus is on customers, not competition.
We've just been coming every Saturday since we were young, and a samosa is always good. Any time of day, too. Like it's a breakfast, it's a lunch, it's a supper.
A win-win every week. Sarah Plowman, CTV News, Fredericton.
It must have been good if I have come back so soon.
This content creator seems to be creating a buzz in Saskatchewan and beyond.
The people are my favorite part. I was made feel so welcome. I actually came on the Thanksgiving weekend, so a lot of things were closed. Strangers reached out and they were like, we want to make your time here really nice. Like, come and have dinner with us. Like, let me hang with you. Like, I want to show you this and that. Like, and that is not something that you get everywhere.
He quickly learned that positive sentiment about Saskatchewan isn't always the norm.
A lot of people were like, why would you come to Saskatchewan?
Harkin moved to Canada from Ireland a year ago. He now lives in Toronto. Saskatchewan wasn't originally on his itinerary until curiosity got him after hearing the name Saskatchewan in a popular song.
This is my love letter for the kindness, for the people, for the friendships that I will carry with me. For a place I didn't expect to change me, but it did.
His endearing posts seen by thousands. He even gets stopped on the street. Global followers now get a taste of prairie life through his lens.
I'm going to try and find the beauty here. I came and I loved it. So I spent time at the Western Development Museum. This trip, which was insane. My last trip I went to Wanuskewin, and that was incredible. You know, like that was my first time seeing bison in the wild.
He admits that his first trip here was sponsored through a travel company.
I actually only did Saskatoon and Moose Jaw the last time.
So this time he was back simply by choice, meeting the Saskatchewan Wanderer in Regina.
I'm at the Agribition, and that was my first rodeo, so I can't use that phrase anymore.
He says it only gets to about -4 in Ireland, so he's not sure about a real winter visit here, but the warmth he's found from new friends might just make him brave the cold.
Thank you, Saskatchewan. Until we meet again.
Carla Shinkaruk, CTV News, Saskatoon.
For Amin Aden, BGC Ottawa is like a second home.
I don't know what I'll be doing without the Boys and Girls Club since it was actually my whole childhood.
Now he works here, helping run programs for youth in vulnerable neighborhoods, seeing firsthand how places like this depend on fundraising, especially on Giving Tuesday, a day centered around giving back.
The more support we get, the better off we're going to be able to offer programming to really wrap the end of this year nicely and also go into next year in a positive way.
A couple years ago, BGC Ottawa was forced to shut down one of its locations and has since reduced services citywide by 26%, strained by rising costs and shrinking support. And they're not alone. Canada Help says charities across the country are facing fewer donors and tighter budgets.
Every cent, every dollar counts for them. And so the impact that you can create in your local community is great.
We're seeing a huge demand.
At Daybreak Housing, the day comes with hope. The nonprofit wants to purchase a 7th home, expanding supportive housing for people transitioning out of homelessness.
We just had a significant foundation repair at one of our houses, so all of those collective donations go right back into the homes, and then hopefully a little bit left over for a new purchase.
And at Kindspace, an organization providing resources and a safe space for Ottawa's LGBTQ2S+ community, donations are critical. The centre needs $60,000 by the end of 2026 and $5,000 by the end of the month to keep its drop-in service open.
We've seen a significant increase, about a 7% increase. That $5,000 is really critical to fill the gap between when funding comes in and when the money that we have currently runs out.
Back at BGC Ottawa, donations are being matched up to $25,000, doubling the impact on a day that reminds us it's better to give than receive. Caitlin Wilson, CTV News.
Mother Nature is delivering an early blast of winter temperatures to Ottawa. It is the coldest day of the season so far, with temperatures sitting at -10 degrees.
Jimmy Hassan is filling a tall order.
40 boxes, total 400 slices.
But this isn't a regular pizza delivery. It's all going to be donated.
I'm very excited, and I'm very happy that I'm able to do it.
Called Project Santa Slices, the Pizza franchise owner and Kingston City Councillor is aiming to hand out 6,000 slices through December to more than 20 organizations in the city, including shelters and community kitchens.
It means a lot to people to get this meal. It's more than just a slice of pizza. It's something warm. People that are in the streets don't have something warm to eat. They don't have the ability to heat something up. And so it's delivered right to them where they live. They don't have to seek it out.
Those helping prepare the pizzas say it's an important initiative.
He's been doing this for a number of years now, and it is something that I think really resonates well in our community this time of year. It helps people.
Anything we can do to help out the community.
Hassan started the project during the pandemic in 2020. Now in its 5th year, he says the need has grown. So he's calling on people to donate to help meet the goal of delivering 600 pizzas.
As a small business and part of the community, that we should stand with those who are helping others to get back on their feet.
On Monday, the first lunches going out at Martha's Table.
I think it's a great idea to have this pizza here. I'm enjoying it. I'm sure everyone else is.
The community kitchen grateful for the support as they serve more than 450 people each day.
Food brings community together. It's very social, but it's also nutritious, it's filling, and it's fun. It's important. It's underlies everything that we do.
It's the spirit of a holiday that we are sharing with the people in need and people going through a difficult time.
Kimberly Johnson, CTV News, Kingston.
From texture to abstract to famous faces reimagined, the new Material Memory exhibition at Twist Gallery on Queen Street West is designed to make you think.
This exhibit is to bring up the emotions that people have through different memory and material. What I love about this exhibit is that it's a combination of abstract and landscapes.
Featuring work from 8 artists from across Canada, it explores how different materials and experiences can become memories, and how those memories can become art.
We want them to kind of stand in front of the artwork and take a step back and just see what memory kind of resonates with them looking at the artwork. And that's why we selected these 8 artists.
For Toronto-based artist Mark Viola, whose work includes an interpretation on familiar famous faces, it's about bringing a memory into the present moment.
My hope is that when people see it, when they read the lyrics or interact with the work in some way, it brings to surface some kind of memory.
Each piece telling its own story from the artist's perspective and hopefully resonating with patrons who take it all in.
I remember that movie, or my dad or my mom or my grandmother used to listen to that artist. Those emotions and those feelings are really the connection that I want them to have with the artwork.
Leaving with new memories made.
The Material Memory exhibition is open for people to come and interpret in their own way. The show is free to attend and runs all the way through to December 16th. Jessica Smith, CTV News.
It seems endless, the number of organizations making an appeal to the public for Giving Tuesday, a global day of generosity encouraging people to donate, volunteer, or support causes they care about, taking place the Tuesday after American Thanksgiving as a counterbalance to Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
I'm Kyle Kutstra, president of the Windsor Symphony Orchestra Board of Directors.
I'm Becky Parent. I'm the executive director of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Windsor Essex.
I'm Lynette Bay. I'm the executive director for the Windsor Essex County Humane Society.
And I invite you to take part in Giving Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday.
Please give for our Giving Tuesday campaign.
But with so much financial uncertainty and the cost of everything rising, are people actually giving on Giving Tuesday?
It's really, really amazing when you think about, what's going on, some of the challenges that Canadians feel with the economy today.
Despite economic turbulence, new data from BMO shows 65% of Canadians plan to give back this holiday season. About half say they're giving to support causes they care about, but many are feeling stretched. And nearly a third expect to donate less this year.
There are a lot of different charities and a lot of different community organizations that are really important to many people. And I think this time of the year just gives them that spirit.
While many Giving Tuesday campaigns ask for general donations to keep programs running, often with the added incentive of matched contributions, others have very specific needs, such as the Downtown Windsor Community Collaborative, raising money to turn this building into a new community center in Windsor's core.
This will provide another opportunity for neighbors to gather, have a safe space. Every neighborhood, good neighborhood, needs a great park, a good elementary school, and a community center.
But no matter where people choose to give, nonprofits say every dollar helps strengthen their community as a whole.
This is for us all to enjoy together.
And one of the biggest upgrades planned for that new community space you saw there is a neighborhood laundromat, something the collaborative says is badly needed, calling the downtown a laundry desert. Meanwhile, Hospice of Windsor Essex is asking residents to give your night with a $150 donation that would cover one night of care and comfort for a patient and their family. And at the Windsor Essex Humane Society, donations are helping to make life cozier for cats in their care. Just a few of the many examples where your dollars could go for Giving Tuesday.
The Guelph Storm won the golden ticket to host the 2027 Memorial Cup, beating out the other finalists, Highway 7 rivals, the Kitchener Rangers. But 1 week after Guelph was chosen, the COO of the Kitchener Rangers felt uneasy. Hockey Canada announced a new 3-year partnership with Sleeman Breweries, not only based in Guelph, but also the owners of the naming rights to the Storm's home arena. I asked the CHL to investigate whether or not they felt as though a conflict of interest existed. It was important for me. The Canadian Hockey League confirms the Rangers did raise concerns with them, and a spokesperson for the CHL stressed, "We can state unequivocally that there was no conflict of interest, and we have full confidence in both the independence and expertise of the site selection committee." The site selection committee has 5 members, all with sports experience. Site selection for the Memorial Cup is conducted with the utmost rigor by the CHL. The CHL said the vote to choose Guelph over Kitchener was 4-1, with all scores submitted anonymously. Each bid was evaluated across 4 key categories: business operations, community engagement and atmosphere, event logistics, and hockey operations. When it comes to the recently announced Sleeman deal with Hockey Canada, a spokesperson for Hockey Canada said partnership discussions with Sleeman breweries have been underway for months, led by Hockey Canada's sponsorship agency, Unite Partnerships. Birch says he just wanted to clarify if a conflict of interest existed. "We don't think anything was ill-merited on anybody's part on the CHL selection committee. In the future, he hopes there's more transparency between bid committee judges and prospective Memorial Cup hosts. I do believe we want to be advocates and agents of change and try to help make sure that future processes are better." The CHL says there is no formal appeal process for Memorial Cup host selections, and the decision to host it in Guelph is final. The CHL estimated that hosting the Memorial Cup could bring in upwards of $12 million to the community. It will be held in the spring of 2027.
Dozens of people lined up to fill their stomachs with a hot meal beside a live band at the Elgin Street Mission.
The idea is to have different groups in as well throughout the month, different community groups serving, to be able to see what we do here at the Mission.
It's part of getting into that spirit of Christmas, and not the commercial spirit, but the true meaning of Christmas.
This year, the Mission raised more than $31,000 for the month of meals, and more than 31 community groups volunteered, allowing Elgin Street Mission to operate the community service for some breakfast as well.
People are very generous with their time, especially here in Sudbury. It's the holiday season. People want to give back, and so finding people to serve for 31 days has been easy. We've actually not had enough days.
It's the sense that maybe we're making a difference, each of us in our own little way, that for however brief a time, we're providing some kind of comfort to people who need it.
Along with the increase of support, the food bank is also seeing an increase in use and need.
With the cost of living going up more, we're seeing those young families. And so we serve on a regular night, we usually aim for 200. On other nights, sometimes that's 250. So there are increases.
Labreche said she is grateful to all of the community members and sponsors who have donated, showing just how generous Sudbury is in ensuring everybody has a warm holiday meal this season. Madison Marier, CTV News, Sudbury.
We're happy to donate $10,000 on behalf of our members to the Saskatoon Food Bank today.
At the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Centre, their annual Light It Up campaign kicked off on Giving Tuesday with a big helping hand. It's thanks to members of UFCW Locals, a check presented for $10,000, the money raised by workers across Saskatchewan.
I think for us it's important to show that unions also, the solidarity that unions show extends beyond the workplace into the community.
Union leaders say rising costs have left even steady wage earners stretched thin.
Our members that we represent here in Saskatoon, PA, Regina, they have full-time jobs. They're using the food bank. So that's why, with us and National, we've come across this, and that's why we're doing this donation.
At the food bank, the need continues to climb month after month, but they're counting on this holiday campaign, their biggest of the year.
Despite everyone feeling the crunch for the cost of living, we're seeing folks come out in droves to already support us in this campaign.
So for some perspective on what donations mean here, that $10,000 will cover 7,000 of these containers of milk.
In our food bank program, we're seeing over 23,000 people a month, probably putting out 8,500 hampers a month, and that's a big strain on our resources.
On a day built around giving back, for the food bank, this contribution is more than a donation. It's a reminder that community support keeps their doors open and shelves stocked. Carla Shinkaruk, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Okay, so here's this one.
Norquest College looks more like Santa's workshop these days.
It's actually strangely easy, like with the right setup and the right instructions and the right supports around you to actually take a toy and turn it into something that can be used by any child.
Hacking the Holidays is an event where students and staff remodel toys to make them more accessible for children with disabilities.
And they're creating a switch or an adaptive tech into that toy. So children that have limited mobility in their hands can now just have to press one button, making it easier for them to play with the toy.
So I'm adapting this super fun koala toy for a child with an experience of disability so that they can engage in play alongside their peers and like any other child would.
40 different items have been transformed, including this popular Lilo and Stitch toy fresh from the box.
So what I've done is I've opened it up. I've taken the switch, the switch apart from the actual functionality of the toy, and then modify it to make it more accessible.
Store-bought accessible toys can cost upwards of $100. The ones created here will be donated to children in the Edmonton area through Makers Making Change.
Too bad I won't be there to see like the little person open it and like how happy they are, but it's fun to imagine.
And they'll be delivered just in time for Christmas. Merrick Takash, CTV News, Edmonton.
Chelsea Cullahall never expected to have a canine as a co-worker named Hoot.
She has been probably one of our best employees.
But then again, Chelsea never expected the boundless dog she adopted to start losing control of her legs.
It was super scary.
It was a debilitating neurological condition that requires Hoot to wear a wheelchair so she can still be fast,
very energetic,
and furiously affectionate.
Very loving and cuddly.
And now that Hoot works with Chelsea at a day program for people with developmental disabilities, very popular.
Every time I walk in a room, it's, "Hi, Hoot." Oh, yeah, and Chelsea. You're here too.
But no one is more pleased to see the pup than Edwin.
He instantly liked her. Over a short amount of time, he started to love her.
And their love language
Is she your favorite?
is spoken through gestures.
Who's on your hat? It's Tootie.
And if actions speak louder than words, when Edwin says Hootie's on his hat before showing you that Hootie is also on his keychain, on his lunch bag, and over the holidays says that Hootie is on his sweater too, it's very clear how he feels about his furry friend.
He just likes being around her, and she likes being around him. It's just sort of this gentle, caring relationship they have.
It's the way that Hootie helps, Chelsea says, by showing that no matter what challenges we may be facing separately, we will overcome them together.
Having a friend who just doesn't judge you and wants to hang out with you because you're you is the best.
Adam Swansky, CTV News, Victoria.